Albion. All right. Rustfield in the game, 3 Tundras. We can do that. 1 factory card and 0 upgrades. That will depend on the mat. That's probably the easier one. We got innovative. All right. Saxony Patriotic. Us. Nordic Engineering. Will go before us, right? Hopefully they don't take our village. So what are we going to do here? This is not a combination I've played a lot. So you can probably assume Nordic's not going to go for our village there. If they wanted it, they would have taken it at the beginning. So we could trade for 2 oil here. Move. Trade for an oil and a metal. Produce. Get a mech. What we're going to do. All right. We don't want to drop the flag, right? Because we're next to Albion's home base. It doesn't do much as a teleport. 1 space away. And it doesn't count as the extra territory, as we know. So next turn, we're going to trade for an oil and a metal. We're going to upgrade our move and our deploy. And then we're going to produce and get a mech. And then we're going to go from there. Man, innovative is just so strong. Going 8 workers with mechanical. That's a tundra, and then that's the third tundra, right? We've already got one upgrade, so we're not going to get technological breakthrough. Have one factory card and 0 upgrades. Rustweed's got his mech. Going to start cranking out encounters shortly. It's possible Nordic Engineering won't even build mechs. Not that Saxony can do a whole lot since Rustweed can invade their peninsula, but they can cluster their mechs together at least. Got 7 coin. One of the middle of the pack this game, actually tied for last. So do we go for more upgrades? Question. He'd get bumped from that spot if Saxony had a faster board. But he doesn't, so he's probably pretty safe there. I think that's what I would do. This is going to give you one more combat card, but you're going to have to produce 3 times to get enough metal to get another mech anyway. And you're going to need that speed mech to get to a mountain here or here. Probably this guy. Does this, he's going to run out of popularity before his last produce. Yep, he picked the right one. Saxony's going to produce, right? He's got his 2 upgrades. He's got his mechs to only cost 2. Now he's going to rotate between produce and deploy. Okay, here we can either move and go get the encounter, or we can go ahead and trade 2 oil. I'm going to wait 1 turn on the encounter. Because if I go ahead and get the encounter, then I have to turn around and either trade or produce. If I produce, I get 1 metal and no mech. If I trade, I get 2 oil. So then, if I trade and get 2 oil, I'm back to producing with no mech, or moving and I don't have anywhere I need to move. So if I get the oil first, I can move to the encounter next time, trade for an oil and metal, upgrade maybe this and this, or this and this. And then do my second produce and get another mech. Gives me a little bit more flexibility there. Plus I get a good amount of coin for upgrading. Got to produce from Rusviet. It's a pretty established meta play for Rusviet mechanical. Get to 8 workers, get to the farm, produce 3 times, create a surplus of food, move back onto a mountain, produce metal, get the last enlist off that production, get a few mechs, run around, get combats and lists. Get in the game with decent coin and 14 to 16 turns, depending on how it works out. Strong combination. We're not going to end the game faster than it. We just have to gobble up some territory. So I think we're going to go to 8 workers. See what this encounter gives us first. There's a speed mech. I gotta think about whether I want to move off of metal here. Because if I move off the metal, no, then the next deploy I miss out on a mech, so we're gonna stay where we are. We gotta remember to drop the flag after the encounter card. It's really easy to forget. Okay, don't want to do that if I'm gonna go to 8 workers. That doesn't do me much good. Almost ended my turn. Yeah, tier 2 Albion is definitely doable. Definitely doable. So I'm gonna have 2 mechs at 5 workers. I think I can still. I love tier 2 with territory-based factions. Yeah, a lot of my better Albion games have been with tier 2. I think that Rusty Mechanical is just so darn fast. We're gonna trade an oil and a metal. Then we're gonna get to 5 workers and 2 mechs. These will be dent. We'll only need 8 food at that point. I mean, I think I need to go. Message got stuck. I think I need to go to 8 workers to take advantage of that tier 2, but it's going to be a balancing act to keep it right because of spending the popularity. Let's try something different. Gotta watch Saxony here. So far, just the speed mech. But we still don't have combat cards and aren't looking at getting any for a little while. Go ahead and fortify their position in case Saxony decides to head their way. Saxony's got some power. All right. Deck number 2. Let's go Burrow. Our options open here. So what I kind of like to do is I kind of like to produce one more time, get to 8 workers, put some workers here, put some workers here, and start chaining these actions together. I've already got 2 mechs, so I'm going to run out of mechs to make. But that means 1 worker on the mech is okay, right? Because you produce, get 1 metal, get to 8 workers. Produce again with stuff here and here. Get 2 popularity. Use the 3 oil. Move, get an enlist. It's slow, but it's going to start to take up territory, and it's going to get coins, and it's going to get popularity. What are we going to do this turn? Russ is on our 3rd Tundra now. What's he doing? I don't know what kind of smiley face that is. What a mech. Oh, he got people's army off the encounter. Bummer. You gotta do it, Sax. You gotta do it, and you gotta bluff him. No. Come on, keep coming. Oh. Okay. I was muted. I muted it because I coughed. Saxon goes to 4 workers. Okay, let's move. We keep a worker on oil. Still enough here to get the worker star. Alright, so if we get a second worker here, that's just going to cost us a popularity, right? But it is going to give us 5 food, which is enough for 2 enlists, so we could reject the worker. But we'll have enough for 2 enlists just if we take the 2 food. So, take 2 food. Not forget to place the flag. Spin the 2 food. We get 1 popularity off of Nordic. Get 2 coins off of us and 2 coins off of Sax, so 4 coins. Or probably very few combat cards. Start with the coins. Take the combat cards. Make Saxony at least think twice about invading us. He might not still. Got a good bit of power. Now we're effectively up to 5 territories in tier 2, so we're right there. Starting to do what we want to do. Nordic, what's Nordic gonna take here? Popularity. He's at 5. It's only moved 1 worker to that farm though. And he's off of oil, so he's not planning to upgrade. Not really sure what he's gonna do. I'll have to keep an eye on that. All right. All right, is Sax coming for me? He might be. Let's see. Let's see. He's moving. I got Burrow. I didn't get Shield. I'm wishing I had. But he's going for Russ. I'm gonna have to exit this way anyway. Yeah, I should have gotten shield. But Saxony had mercy on me. Unfortunately, he's attacking when Rusviet already has his last enlist. The good cards he threw. Gonna get to spin that oil. That's nice for him. All right, let's get to 8 workers. Saxony's at 1 pop. He doesn't really care about our... We're actually winning right now. For however long that can last. We just got to keep spreading out. I think you're right, though. We've got to get shield. So I'm going to move this turn. Saxony cannot move this turn. So it means I can get shield. Well, he can't move this turn, but he's gonna, if I move, he'll be able to move again before I do. So I need 4 food, right? So I can move 4 workers to food. That leaves 2 of them. So 4 workers to food. Rusvy is going for star number 3. Nordic just had a nice little jump. Oh, look at Sax. Wow. Well played. Well played. Nordic's got all the buildings. He's on the farm. We're going to start enlisting. I'd like to go popularity, but I think we need some power here. We'll go shield next on this next turn. Put it right here. I'll move one of these across here, 3 of these over to here. Recipe's going to try it again. And this time they're going to make sure it works. Saxony's in a little bit of trouble now. But we can't hit that because of the workers. Plus he just added disarm, so... We just took a hit right there in points because we lost our tier 2 popularity. We'll get it back here in a minute. We'll give us 7 more coin. So now we have shield. Saxony could still attack us. At this point they might. Nordic may pull the win out here. Got Nordic, he's got engineering, and Rutsviet's just let him go on too long. And he didn't bump those workers. He's at 6 popularity, so I guess he's entertaining the thought that he can get to 7. But he's still got to either trade for some metal, or I guess he'd trade for metal rather than produce it. He's still going for upgrades, though. Is he upgrading? Saxony have Riverwalk yet? He doesn't. We'll have 5 and he'll have 5. I don't think he's attacking me then. What's he thinking here? He's thinking he can whittle Russ down to 4 power with disarm. Steal the... Yeah, 2 cards left on Russ Viet. It's true. We've got a... Let's see how much he spends. We may use 1 movement to take this tunnel spot. We've got shield now. So we get back up to 3. About 3 units. Yeah, he spent 2s. Still can't attack Saxony. Gonna move though. Saxony can't move this turn. Next turn we'll get our last mech. Probably put it here. Then we'll be in a position to go for some more upgrades or move toward the factory. We may have to move toward the factory. Nordic's probably going to end the game before that happens though. What's the objective? 3 farms. Harvest advantage. This game. I think it's game. Sneaky mechless Nordic. No, Russ just let him do his thing. He didn't bump these workers. Let him get the power. Let him get the worker star. Oh, he already did the objective? I wasn't paying attention to that. You're right. Remember what it was? Yeah. That's why he saved 7 power for himself. He's probably got a 5. So next turn we get our last mech. The turn after that, I think we attack Nordic. Because we have the cards and the power to beat him, right? And it won't it'll leave us pretty vulnerable. But it'll boot him back to base. It means it'll be a long time before Sword Nordic bring his power down. Yeah. I can't move this turn, but I think I have to attack Nordic the next turn. Yeah, no Seaworthy. He goes all the way back to base. It's 2 more moves to get to the mine. It's another move to get to a tunnel. A long time before he can get that last combat star. But yeah, I have to produce this turn. Let's see, it's spreading out, trying to bring Nordic back down to our level. Sax cannot move this turn. It just moved. I'm gonna produce here and here. Make our last mech. Probably put it here, right? Be right back. Rustfeet's gonna run out of time. What did Nordic do? He just paid some wood for the coin. So we attack with what, 2 units? 3 units? Two units, right? Because we sort him down to 5. He can play up to 10. He can play up to 10. We have 2. 5 and 3. Plus that 2 would get us to 10, but we'd be out of power. We'll go to 4 stars if we do that. Shame there's no tundra in sight. Axe has it out for us, yet, that's for sure. Problem is, Nordic would be happy to see Saxony end it. How much is Nordic actually going to lose here? Not much. Sax did what we were going to do. Yeah. I'm going to attack Saxony. If he wins this battle with Rusviet. Oh, it ruins my plan. Oh. Oh, I was gonna try to give Saxony a 6 star. I think I gotta do this anyway. Ooh. Sax is at 0. No. I could intentionally lose this battle right now if Sax had won that battle against Rusviet. But now it doesn't get him to 6 stars. He wanted the star though. I know, objective star and enlist star. You know, it's Nordic stalling Rusviet really gave me a chance. I mean, Rusviet's given up on his popularity, so he just boots this guy off the factory, right? Nordic's just forced to move out slowly. You have another, he's forever away from the upgrade star, the mech star, the enlist star. He can't end it. Yeah, Nordic's done. I agree. He had a good lead, but what did Rusviet do? Oh, Rusviet DC'd. Can Saxony move this turn? Saxony cannot move. What are we gonna do? Bro, I can't move this turn, but yeah. What did Sax do? He bolstered. Yeah. Yeah, I skipped the top row action. Don't need the pop, don't need the resources. That coin might matter though, because presumably I'm 17 up. He is going to bump the factory and attack me twice, right? Here and here. So if I lose 6 territories, that is going to be 18. I've got to not lose both combats. I shouldn't, right? I have shield. Yeah, not quite, because attacker triggers before defender. So if he attacks me, I go back to 0, and then shield pops me up to 2. So at that point, I can play... I mean, it depends on what his cards are. I've got to win one of these. Oh. You're right. You just said it. He went for red. Is he not going to end it? He moved to there. All right, I think we can win it this time. We're up by 9. Saxony has no popularity there, so that's it. Doesn't matter who wins this battle. Let's try to win it, just for fun. Albion's victory. Wow. Well, that is Albion innovative in 18 rounds. That stuck with it long enough. Nordic helped. Thanks, man. Nordic stalled it for us and kept Russ from ending it. Saxony bullied Russ the whole game. And we just outlasted everybody. That's all we did. All right.